Hey guys, I'm GamerMate, welcome back to a new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a variant story game part 3. So once again, we're inside the main game. So first off, I'm going to be showing you how to make a variant objective GUI. And to make an objective, add in a GUI, name it to objective GUI. If you add in a frame, change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5, then change the position to 0.1, 0, 0.5, 0. But this time we're going to change the size constraint to YY. Then we'll change the size to 0.3, 0, 0.3, 0. Once we've got this, we can customize it. Then inside the frame, add in a text label. Then name it to title. If you change the position to 0, 0, 0.05, 0. Then change the size to 1, 0, 0.15, 0. Then we can remove the background and then change the text. There we go. Then if we add in another text label, then change the name of this to objective label. And this is going to display the actual objective text. Then we can remove background. Then change position to 0.1, 0, 0.25, 0. Then we change size to 0.8, 0, 0.7, 0. Then before we carry on, back inside replicate storage, then remote events, then add in a remote event for the toggle objective event. So name it to toggle objective event. Then in the GUI events, add in a remote event. Then name it to objective event. Back inside the screen GUI, add in a local script. Then name it to toggle script. Once again, we can just copy paste this toggle script on the dialog GUI. Then make sure to change toggle dialog event to toggle objective event, and the same one here, like this. Then that should work. If we close it off, then inside the status GUI in the scripts folder, add in a local script. Then name it to objective script. So we make a variable for player equals game.players.local player. If we go down and then make a variable for the remote event, so local objective event equals game.replicate storage .remote events .GUI events .objective event. Now if we make a variable for a frame, so local frame equals player.player GUI (wait for child) bracket speech marks, then objective GUI outside brackets, type in .frame. Then type in objective event .on client event :connect, 2 brackets, function, 2 more brackets, then remove the bracket, and then type in objective. Then go down and type in frame.visible equals true. Then frame :wait for child bracket speech marks, then objective label outside brackets, type in .text equals to objective. So you can see this is similar to the dialogue script without actually animating it. So we've closed off this script. Then back inside the main script, we can make a variable for the objective event. So local objective event equals game .replicate storage. Also, if you don't know how to do this like autocomplete, then select over one and then press tab. Then if you do .remote events, .GUI events, .objective event, then we'll do one for the toggle objective. So local toggle objective event equals game .replicate storage .remote events .toggle events .toggle objective event, like that. Then if we go back to part 1, I'm just going to quickly write out more dialogue, then we'll do the objective. So once you've got your dialogue, to toggle it on or off, we'll do toggle dialogue event :fire all clients brackets, then either true or false means it'll be visible or invisible. False will make it invisible, and then true will make it visible. There we go. Then we'll do the same for the objective. So toggle objective event fire all clients, then brackets, then true. And to make the objective actually work, we'll need to fire the remote event to all the clients. So objective event :fire all clients brackets, speech marks, then you'll do your objective text. So we could say like look around the map. Then let's see if it works, so click play. Oh yeah, also make sure this is invisible. So select frame, then make sure visible is unticked. Once you've done that, we click play. So after a few seconds it should play with dialogue. Then it'll say take a look around. Then after that, makes frame invisible. There you go. Then it'll make the objective visible. It says we can look around the map. If we click stop. So first off, to make a timer GUI, if we go inside replicate storage, remote events, GUI events, and then remote event, then name it to timer event. Then if we go inside start GUI, add in a screen GUI, then name it to timer GUI. Inside of it, we can add in a frame, change the anchor point to 0.5, 0.5, then change position to 0.5, 0, 0.08, 0. Then if you change the size constraint to XX, then change the size to 0.15, 0, 0.05, 0. If you change the background transparency to 1, then inside a frame, add in a text label, then name it to timer label. If you change size to 1, 0, 1, 0, then change background transparency to 1, so make sure text is scaled. Then we can change font and text colour to white. We can also change text, but no one's going to see it. Actually, I think I'm going to make the frame visible, and then change colour to black, and also add in a UI corner, like this. Then make sure visible is unticked. Then if you go inside the script folder, add in a local script, then name it to timer script. So first off, let's make a variable for the local player. So local player equals game .players.local player, then a variable for remote event, so local timer event equals game .replicate storage .remote events .GUI events .timer event. Then we'll make a variable for frame, so local frame equals player .player GUI colon wait for child bracket speech marks, then timer GUI outside brackets, type in .frame. Now we're going to be making it so once the remote event has been fired to Revolve clients, then we're going to be getting a number, which is how long the timer will be. So if you type in timer event .on client event colon connect 2 brackets function 2 more brackets and then number, then remove the bracket, then go down. Now we're going to make the frame visible, so frame.visible equals true. Now we're going to be repeating 1 second and taking away a number from the actual time number until it reaches 0. So if you type in repeat, then go down and type in frame.timer label .text equals to number. Then if we do number minus equals to 1, then wait 1 second. Then this actually takes away a number, so it takes away 1 every second. Then on this until, if you type in number equals to 0, then if we add in a wait, then go down and then type in frame.visible equals to false. So once it reaches 0 the timer, then I'll make the frame invisible and then it should carry on the rest of the game. So close off this script. Then if we go inside the main script, then underneath these toggle variables, if we make a variable for the timer, so local timer event equals game .replicate storage .remote events .GUI events .timer event. Then if we go down to our function, so part 1, under this objective I want it to count down from 10, so we have 10 seconds to look around the map. So if we type in timer event colon fire all clients 2 brackets, and then this is how long the timer will play for, so we can say 10, but then we also need a wait under it with the exact same number as the timer event, so 10. We need this because the actual timer event doesn't actually count as a wait, so this will just play the GUI to count down from 10, and then this wait will actually wait 10 seconds in the main script before carrying on. And I think this is a good place to end this part 1. So underneath this part 1 function, I'm going to make it part 2. So local function part 2, because I want each objective to be in each part. So we'll have one objective here and then one objective down here. And I want this to be an objective to find apples for lunch or something. So if we say collect apples for lunch, then make sure you play the function after this one. So if we toggle the objective and dialogue, so copy paste this, then change this to true, change this to false, because I want to get rid of the objective, and then I want to get the dialogue to be true, so to make it visible. Also, I think I might make the NPC walk, so we can say let's walk to the picnic bench, then we'll make him walk over. So first, I'm just going to make him say something. So I've closed out the main script. What we need to do is add in a point for him to walk to. But before we do that, open up the NPC folder, add in a new folder, Then name it to walk 2 points, like this. Then if we add in a part, make sure it's anchored. Then we could just resize it and position it to about over here. So once you've positioned it, we can change the transparency to 1. Then change can collide to false. Then we can name this to whatever we want. I'm going to name mine to picnic point, like this. Then drag that inside the walk 2 points folder. Once you've got that, go inside the main script. Then at the top where we make the NPC settings, if we make a variable for the walk 2 points, so local walk 2 points equals game dot workspace dot npc dot walk 2 points, and then that should be it. If you scroll down to our new function, and to make it walk, if you type in npc model dot humanoid colon move to brackets, then walk 2 points, and then dot picnic point, then dot position. Then after that, if you type in npc model dot humanoid dot move to finished colon wait 2 brackets, then we can add in a wait. So what this will do is after he says his dialogue, he'll walk over to the position of the point. Then after he's finished walking, then he'll wait 4 seconds, then he'll carry on with dialogue. Then I'm going to make him say something, so we copy this and paste it. Then we can make him say something like, did anyone bring any food? Also, you should know how to do this dialogue if you followed the last episode. Okay, so I just wrote some dialogue. And now to make the objective work, we've closed out the script. Then in the replicate storage, let's add in a folder. Then name it to objectives. Then inside this folder, we can make a new folder. Then this is going to be the name of our objective. So it could be called like Apple Objective. And for the objective, I want them to find like 3 apples. So if you add in a number value, then name it to apples found. If you want, you can name yours to whatever you want, depending on what your objective is. Then make sure value is set to 0. Now we actually need to make the apples around the map. So I'm just going to add in a quick apple model. Here we go. So if we place some of these around, like we could just put them anywhere. Okay, so I'll put one here, then one on this rock, then one over here. But if you select these apples, group them, then name them to apples, or apples model, like that. Then drag them inside this Apple Objective folder. Inside the model, add in a script, then name it to collect script. Then we're going to make a variable for the apples found value. So type in local apples found equals game dot replicate storage dot objectives dot apples objective or apple objective dot apples found. Then we're going to get all the children of this model, so all the apples. So for I, comma apple in pairs, brackets, then script dot parent colon get children, then 2 brackets, and then do. Then we're going to use an if statement to check if the apple is actually a part. So if apple colon is a, bracket speech marks, and actually instead of using a normal part, we could do base part. Because this means a base part is like a mesh part, a normal part, and anything like that. Then if you type in then, now we're going to be making a new click detector. So local click detector equals instance dot new, 2 brackets, speech marks, and then click Detector. Then in between speech marks and brackets, type in comma, then Apple. Then if you type in click Detector, dot max activation distance equals to 16. Then click Detector, dot mouse click, colon connect, 2 brackets, function, 2 more brackets, then go down, then type in apple, colon destroy, 2 brackets, then apples found, dot value, plus equals to 1. So what we're doing is getting a variable for the apples found value. Then we're getting all the children of this model, checking if it's a part or a base part, and if it is, we make a new click detector inside the apple, then change the max activation distance to 16. Then we're using a mouse click event on the click detector, so once someone clicks an apple, then it destroys it, then it adds 1 plus value to the apples found value. So close off this script, go back inside the main script. At the top, if you make a new variable for the objectives folder, so local objectives equals game dot replicate storage dot objectives, then scroll down, then we make some variables for the apples found value, so local apples found equals to objectives dot apple objective dot apples found, then local apples model equals to objectives dot apple objective dot apples model. Then if we clone the apples model, so apples model colon clone 2 brackets dot parent equals game dot workspace. So when we're going to clone the apples and put them inside workspace so we can actually collect them, then we're going to be using a while wait do loop to always update the GUI, and then check if the apples equals to 3, and if it does, then we're going to break that loop. So while wait 2 brackets and then do, then objective event colon file clients brackets speech marks, then find apples colon space, then in between speech marks and brackets we can connect that, so dot dot apples found dot value dot dot speech marks space / and then 3. Then if you use an if statement to check if the apples value equals to 3, so if apples found dot value equals 3, then wait 1, and then we can break it. So this will break the loop once the all the apples have been found. Then underneath these 2 ends, we can toggle the objectives and dialogue. Then we can make a random player, like say that we've collected them. Okay, so let's see if it works after I've done this dialogue. So close off script, click play. Then once we load in, it should play the dialogue. So hello everyone, my name is Mate. Been nice to meet you, I'm GamerMate. But it says to look around. So then the timer should appear. Like that. And after 10 seconds, then it should carry on, you should walk over. Then we should collect the apples. There we go, let's see our picnic bench. Let's see if he walks over. There we go. He walks over. Then he'll pause for a minute. And then say, did anyone bring any food? Then we say no. Then it asks us to search for some apples. There we go. You can see the objective appears. So you find apples, 0 out of 3. Then the apples appear. So if we walk over, click one. You can see it says 1 out of 3. Click this one. That says 2 out of 3. Then if we get the last one, where it says 3 out of 3. Then it says we found some apples. Then it says great, so let's eat them. Anyway, we click stop. Okay guys, that might be it for this video. If this video helped, make sure to like, comment and subscribe down below. In the description, you can check out my ROBLOX group and Discord server. And I'll see you later. Bye!